So it's Friday, December 29th. I woke up this morning and my buddy Brian came to my house and he got in the car and we were talking. I uh, I got a couple different people that reached out to me that said that they would probably they would be willing to help me financially to get back on my feet. And I haven't I haven't called them yet. Um, I did talk to one resource, but it doesn't seem like that's gonna happen. So I was in the car with him, and I'm like, dude, like I need to find out how much I owe on this lift payment. And I called the lift company and I let them know who I was, and they had directed me to like a manager because my list's in a repo right now. That means I haven't paid my bill, and if they find it, they're gonna take it. So I called them and I said, hey, I was incarcerated. I missed October, November, and December's payment, and I'm calling them to see exactly how much money it's gonna take to make the repo go away. And the manager got on the phone, and she told me that they need $17,600, and she told me that they needed it today, like today. And I found this out around noon, and she said she had to have the payment processed by 2. And I was just like, okay, well, now I know the number, so let me make a few calls. And my buddy Brian is a different Brian. My other friend Brian, he told me that he talked to a guy about my situation and he might be able to help. So I had called him and I had told him like, hey, I don't know you from Adam. My name's Joe. I own Michigan Roots, and this is what's going on. And I was like, I hate to press you, but like, the facts are the facts. Is I just got off the phone with Lyft Company. They want $17,600 for me to keep it, and they need it today. And the guy's like, well, that's unrealistic, man. Like, you ain't getting $17,500 from nobody by today. Like, even if you went to a bank, you would have to order the money and you have to come pick it up because of the amount of it. And he's like, and I'm not saying I'm not willing to help you, but like, we need to get your titles for your vehicles and the collateral. And he said that like we need to write out a contract and have it notarized by a notary before he's coming off any money, which I don't blame him because we don't know each other. I never met him, so calling somebody like, hey, yeah, I don't know you, I don't know you, but like I need $17,600 is a pretty big request, to say the least. But my world's always been crazy, so like that is what it is. And so he said, why don't you call her back and ask her, if she can call anybody to get $17,000 today? And the answer's going to be no. You know, not even unnormal people can do that. So I hung out with him, and I had a couple of missed calls from my mom and her dad, and my dad's wife, Jeannie. And my mom called me again. I answered it, and she said, Jeannie's was trying to call you. And I'm like, okay, why? And she said because your dad passed away. And I was just like, okay. And I hung up the phone. I didn't know what else to say, and I haven't really reacted to it yet. If it was like processing on a computer, it's still at 0%, maybe 2% now. And I was like, I was sidetracked like always. So I was trying to, I couldn't change the fact that my dad passed away, and I couldn't even process it. I don't know. So I got off the phone with her, and I've been trying to get a hold of some people and try and make some things happen. I ended up getting a hold of the lift place, and I told them, like, I can't come up with $17,600 a day, man. Like, I just can't. And then she said, well, what can you come up with? Like, can you come up with five? And I'm like, I don't have $2. I don't have $2 to my name. And she's like, well, can you come up with three? And I'm all like, I don't know, I'll see. So I had reached back out to my initial sponsor with all this business stuff, and you know, I didn't really ask him for it, but I told him that they were looking for it, at least the 3,000. He told me I should probably sell some of the equipment that I have, some of the trucks, but like all the trucks got their own little thing wrong with them. A couple of them got blown motors. Other one's title's not in my name. The other one, the title is MIA, and it's never been put in my name. So it's not like I have trucks to sell, and even if I could sell them, I couldn't sell them today. So I got off the phone with him. He said he would call back. He did not call back. And it's 6 o'clock now. I haven't eaten anything all day. And I'm not really hungry. I guess it's like shock or something. I don't know. All I know is that my dad's at peace. My dad was super uncomfortable. And I know that my dad wanted to see me again. So thank you, God, for allowing me to get out of jail to spend the last couple of days with my dad. I promised my dad that I wasn't going to die a dope fiend, that I wasn't going to, I wasn't going to go out that way, man, that I was going to make sure his legacy lives on as an arborist and what he taught me. And I told him I was going to have a shop one day and it's going to have his picture up on the wall, because I want other people to remember my dad too. And I'm going to teach people what my dad taught me about the tree industry and what to look out for and how to cut stuff. And through me, he will live on, and everybody, everybody in my family, they're all expecting me to fall off, but like I can't. If I don't do anything else than not use, then I'm doing the most I can, man, because I'm sure I'm gonna feel it soon, and I'm sure that I'm gonna have this grand plan to like self-sabotage myself, but like the pain that I'm gonna feel eventually about my dad dying, when I am feeling that pain, I'm gonna ask myself, now do I want to give that pain to my children? Do I want to give that pain to my mother to have to bury her son? My daughter's 12, my son's 4, and my 12-year-old knows dad, and she's gonna be devastated if I die. Devastated, she's gonna be heartbroken, and my son is 4, but my son knows who I am, man. My son's waiting to see me again, and it's not in a casket. That's for sure. So, God says, be still. So here I am, being still. And I just did whatever I know how to do. And right now, the only thing I know how to do is pray, right? So I went into my 3-quarter house. I called my mom and talked to her for a little bit, but I wasn't saying much of anything. But then I went inside, man, and I just went upstairs, and I'm like, I don't know what else to do. So, like, I got on my knees next to my bed, and I told God, like, I don't even know what to pray for. I'm not even asking for anything. I'm just gonna sit here with my head on the ground, my hands above my head, and I'm just praying. praying for comfort at that moment, for strength to get through without doing what everybody's expecting me to do. So I sat there for like 40 minutes, and every time I tried to get up, man, like I started like, hyperventilating and everything, and then I just got back down to my knees, because when I'm in this position of God help me, I'm way stronger than I am when I stand up. So I stayed there as long as I felt like I needed to, and I got up, and I got a call from a customer, and I was just like, hey, yeah, I'll come look at it right now. Not sure. I want to like end it because it's like 11 minutes long, but whatever. This is for me, and this is not for anyone else. So I left. I went and looked at a job, and then I came to the Eastside Alamo Club where I'm at now, and I was sitting here about to make a video, and I got a call from the finance lady at the lift company. And she said, hey, how's it going? I'm like, well, it's going. And she's like, did you figure anything out? And I'm like, no, I haven't. And she's like, hey, listen, I want to give you some grace. And I'm all like, okay, that sounds great. She said, can you get proof that you were incarcerated? And I said, I don't have the proof. They don't give you a piece of paper when you leave saying you were here from this date to this date, but I can get proof. She's like, well, get the proof of incarceration and send it to me, and I'm going to give you until next Friday to come up with some money to pay for the lift. And I was just like, that weight that I was talking about, like owning a company, when like everything, a little bit, just a little bit, like 10 pounds of weight just got lifted off my chest, and I could breathe a little bit lighter just knowing that I had a week. Now I have a week to come up with $17,600, but at the same time, she said she was going to work with me, and she was going to take a $3,000 payment today. So hopefully, I'm supposed to go pick up the lift maybe tonight, and I'm supposed to try to do some work next week. I'm supposed to get a hold of somebody, whoever that is, and whoever you are, thank you. But I need help from somebody. And then I can do a couple of jobs, and then I can it's a snowball effect. Like if I do the wrong thing, like let's say I found out everything today, if I go and use, then that's gonna snowball me right into cuffs and incarcerated and unblessed. But or dead. Or I can just do what I've been doing and give it to God and pray and do the next right thing. And sometimes the next right thing is absolutely nothing. Sometimes the right thing for me to do is to sit there and not make a move, because I that's the only job that I have right now. And if I don't do this job right, then nothing else matters. Nothing does. So I'm gonna be still, and I'm waiting on my buddy Brian to call me, and we might go out to Houghton Lake tonight to go pick up the lift, because that's also not in my time. He's busy. This is the only night and time that he can do it before Monday, and I'm at everyone's mercy, man. I don't have the finances to go get the lift. I don't have gas in my truck right now. My low fuel light just kicked on as soon as I pulled in the Alamo Club, so I can get back to my 3-core house, and that's it. And that's not all she wrote, but that's about as far as I get with the means that I have. And if he's gonna support the trip to financially to go out there to get the lift tonight, then it is what it is. Like, we need to go get it. And man, I just pray to God that my dad's home and he's at peace finally in heaven. And I pray for my sisters that they don't take it too hard. And I pray for my mom, man, because my mom and my dad have a long time together. They have a long time apart. They have a long time together too. And I know that hurt my mom as well. And me, I just gotta allow that pain when it comes I just gotta not allow that pain to take me out. I gotta not allow the devil to take something and use it against me to do something I don't want to do. I don't want to get high anymore. I'm tired of that shit. I've never gotten high and got any type of real satisfaction out of it. It's like instant, it's boom, it's there, ooh, I'm high. And then afterwards, I just feel like such a piece of shit. This journey is not going to happen if I think I can pick up. Not even just for the day, not even for the hour. As soon as I pick up, I'm going to get in the way of God's course for my life. And He sees everything. And I can't use excuses like my dad died or finance company or my own feelings to justify doing the wrong thing. Wrong is wrong. Sometimes I gotta look at myself and say, I love you, Joe. And I forgive you. Because I'm so hard on myself. I'm wanting other people to forgive me when I haven't completely forgiven myself. So I have to tell myself I love myself and then I forgive myself, even if it's just saying the words before I can actually feel it. So I'm not getting high today. And if God has His way, it won't be ever again. That's all I got. Thanks for listening.